Hi Scorpio! Thank you for clicking on this video. I am Miss Olette and you are watching Mystic Miss Olette's Tarot and Astrology. Thank you so much for liking, thank you for your subscribes, and thank you for sharing the videos and commenting below. So this is a general reading for the Sun sign, Moon sign, Venus sign, Rising sign of Scorpio. Excuse me, that was my alarm going off. So this is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus of Scorpio. And if you find that the reading is not resonating with you, it is a general reading. If you're looking for a personal reading, please check the information in the description box below on how you can get one with me. So Scorpio, this is your Venus in retrograde reading for the period of May 13th through June 25th. And I wanted to get into your stars, Scorpio. So I know I went over this in the May video, and I'll probably be covering some more of this in the June video. But Venus is retrograde from May 13th through June 25th, and during that time, she's going to be transiting your 8th house. So Scorpio, the 8th house is your natural ruler. So Venus in this sign, I mean, it's kind of like Venus going to Hades. So basically, you're going to be reevaluating relationships, deepening bonds. You might be having a lot of sex. You're going to be going through some transformations at this time with Venus. You're going to be going back and forth over a relationship, over your money, over a lot of different things that have to do with Venus. So it could be beauty, money, that type of thing. And also, you're going to have Mars in your 5th house of Pisces. So you're supposed to be having fun, Scorpio. Mars is where you're taking action, and you're supposed to be taking action on doing what you love. And so if that's overindulging in something that's transformational, like deepening a relationship, then that's what this is about. And you'll be doing that during this time. So let's get into your cards. All right. How are you, my lovely Scorps? You know I love you and I appreciate you watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. I'm just new here on YouTube, but I've been doing tarot since 1998. I've also been reading astrology and studying astrology since 2003. So here we go. Let's see what Scorpio needs to know. We're using the Hoodoo Tarot by Tayana Lee McQuiller. I still don't know her name that well, but I figured we would use these cards for you, Scorpio, because everything's going on in your 8th house. So let's see. For Scorpio, during the Venus retrograde period, what messages do they need to know? Scorpio, what messages do we need to know for Venus retrograde period of May 13th through June 26th? What do we need to know? You see cards jumping out? Spirit's got some messages for you, Scorpio. Let's see what we got. Okay. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck, we've got the King of Pentacles. So this could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo that you're dealing with. So what I love about this card is that he's the genie with the bottle, or he's got the genie. What is it called? He's got the lamp, the genie's lamp. So you're able to make a wish at this time, Scorpio. Like I said, go deep. Go deep. Your deepest wish, whatever that is, you're going to transform yourself to become and to attain that deepest wish. And it looks like you might even have 3 chances, just like, the genie was always about. You got 3 wishes. So you probably got 3 things that you're working on that are really at the forefront of your mind. And like I said, this is the time when you'll be reevaluating them, reworking, and reconsidering some things. And that's what you should be doing during Venus retrograde. And the 8th house could be about finances, death, just transformation, taxes, all kinds of stuff. So 2 of coins, the free man, which is the Fool. We got Pa, which is the moon. We've got the 5 of swords. We've got the 3 of wands. We've got the 8 of wands. We've got the 2 of cups. We've got the page of swords. We've got the 10 of swords. And at the end, we've got the hangman with bullet jack. Alright, so Scorpio, right off the bat, like I said, this is your time to manifest what you want. You know, this is a time for you to be thinking about going deep within yourself. You might be having a spiritual awakening. You might be getting into the occult. You might decide to start reading tarot, or just learning more about yourself. You might get an astrology chart. Like, it's a mystical, magical time for you. The eighth house is all about that mystical, magical part of life where we have to go deeper to understand what's underneath, so that way we can bring it out to the surface. So I love that about, your reading. That's the general message. So we've got the two pentacles. So you could be juggling, or somebody else is juggling. Basically, they could be juggling a financial situation, just trying to pay Peter and steal from Paul, or whatever. You've got some things going on that you're juggling. Things are up in the air. And like I said, with whatever's going on in your eighth house, it could be about your money situation, financial situation, taxes. There's a lot of things up in the air right now. You could feel like your income is not as stable as it used to be anymore. So you're juggling and trying to figure it out, or somebody is trying to figure it out. And it's like you want a new beginning with the Fool, but since it's coming in reverse, it's like you're not able to do anything new. You're not really able to move at this time. And so I just want you to take a deep breath and go with the flow, Scorpio, because you are used to this type of energy where you have to go deeper. You have to go deeper. Like, things look one way, but they really end up being another way. Like, you're used to this energy. So right now, be patient with yourself, be patient with the timing of things, but now it doesn't look like it's the time to take a risk. It's not the time to take a risk, Scorpio. Alrighty? And the reason why is because of the moon. Like, you don't see everything. So be looking toward that new moon. The new moon that happens on the 22nd is going to be in your eighth house. So be looking toward that new moon. Some things might be illuminated to you. Also, this might be a 30-day cycle. It could be the next full moon. Some things might be illuminated to you. Like, this is the time period during that Venus retrograde. So give yourself about 30 days before you decide to make any new changes, until that next moon cycle, where some things will be illuminated to you that you see. And this is the father card, so it could be talking about your father. It could be, it could be some lies, some deception, some things that you just don't see up under the surface, but it will be illuminated to you within about 30 days. Alrighty, and in the past we had the Five of Swords, and I just had this card in another reading. But with the Five of Swords, it's looking like somebody walked away from a situation that wasn't serving them. But it was one of those situations where it was like somebody got away with something and the other person feels defeated. So that could be you, like, if people have to leave your life right now, Scorpio, go ahead and let them leave. I know that you're able to be the bigger person. I know sometimes Scorpio wants revenge, but sometimes revenge is you living your best life and letting people go on and live whatever shitty life or whatever they're going to be. You just release them with love and let them go. I think that's what's happening. Like, either you left like this, you left a situation like you overcame over on somebody else, or somebody got over on you. Um, and so you're waiting. So with the Three of Wands here, it's you're waiting for something to come in. I'm trying to take the glare off of the cards. It's like the light is coming from the window. So let's see, how can I get the best picture? But this Three of Wands is a little bit glary anyway. So you've got the Three of Wands here. So it's looking like somebody's waiting for their ships to come in. And that could be you, Scorpio, Like I said, there's some things you don't know, and you're supposed to be waiting right now, waiting for them to be illuminated to you. Right now is not the time to act with this reading. But soon you will get some communication with the Eight of Wands. Might be an email, or just like somebody's coming in quick with a message for you. And you'll be able to decide what you want. But I feel like you're still going to be hung, because at the end, I'm going to just go ahead and jump to the end, but we'll come back to the other cards. But at the end here, you got the Hangman. So that's the reason why I feel like you're going to get some more communication. That's going to make you feel even more stuck. Like, you're going to be in your head. It's you or somebody you know. So if you've never watched a tarot reading before, you're new to watching tarot, just know that sometimes the energies come in reversed. And if it's not resonating with you, only take what resonates and leave the rest. But it looks like you're going to get some information, or somebody's going to give you some information, or you're going to give some information that will leave somebody like in their headspace. They're going to be really thinking about it and not taking any actions, not moving, not deciding anything, And since this is 12, it might take, 12 weeks, 12 months, like a whole year until you make a decision about the information that you heard. And like the reason why it's all happening is, you see yourself, you might be in love right now with the Two of Cups. You might be in love with somebody right now, so you don't want to make any moves to hurt this love relationship, or it could just be self love. Like you love yourself so much that you don't want to deal with whatever anybody's BS that they're coming in with. So you're just hung like, oh, I know they're going through some things. I'm going to wait to get with them until I see what happens. Like really during this Venus retrograde, you're going to be waiting and seeing what happens. That's why you're going deeper within yourself so that way you can see what you want to see, Scorpio. You're a powerful manifester. I already know. I know a lot of Scorpios, and the way people are seeing you as the Page of Knives or the Page of Swords. So it's like either they're watching you, like they are like stalking you, stalking your social media, watching your every move, or you're doing this to somebody. Like you're trying to find out, like, because there's some information that you don't know with this moon card, and you're trying to figure it out. Like somebody's trying to figure out some information on what is really going on. And I'm in love here, but what's going on with my lover? Like maybe somebody's hiding something and you really don't see what they're hiding. And so what you're not wanting is the ten of swords, which is the death, the betrayal card. So it looks like you're thinking about negative about this situation. Like you're in a negative mind space about it. Like you're thinking it's over, or you want it to be over. And so if that's not what you want, then you really have to change your headspace, Scorpio. Like we know the eighth house is all about death and endings. And so if that's what you're thinking about, best believe that's what's coming. But if you want a new beginning with somebody, if you're wanting to start over with somebody, and if you're really in love, which this Two of Cups is showing me that you've got some love for somebody, that means you got to turn around how your perspective and your thoughts about it. Like you've got to go into your mind space and see what you want to see. And I think that's another reason why you got the Hangman. You've got to create it in your mind. You've got to visualize the love you want to see before it can materialize in the world. So you got to go to the underworld, which is your unconscious, put in the program of the love that you want to see, and then come back out and let the world surprise you. You can't control everything, Scorpio, and I know you guys are pretty controlling sometimes, but in this case, you're not going to be able to control everything. So I'm already at 13 minutes, so let's go ahead and do your yes or no question, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you're looking for a personal reading, go ahead and look at the information below. So right now, think of a yes or no question. I've got some conch shells here, and we're going to ask a yes or no question. The answer could also be maybe. So think of a question. What is my answer for my Scorpios for the month, or for the Venus retrograde period of May 13th through June 20th? What do my Scorpios need to know? All right, Scorpio, so you got 3 open eyes here. So basically it's saying what I just said. You got a maybe. So I think it's always wait, because there's something that you have to see with your third eye. Like you're not able to see all the information that you need to see. And so it takes some time for you to get the information that you need. So this is going to be a maybe for me. This is going to be a wait answer, okay? So let's go into the romance angels and see, since everything's happening in your 8th house, you could already be in love with somebody with that Two of Cups. So let's just see. Scorpio, for the Venus retrograde period of 2020, what do we need to know from my Scorpios for the Venus retrograde period of May 13th through June 25th? For Scorpio, what messages do we need to know? Thank you for the messages. What messages do we need to know for my Scorpios? Thank you. What messages do we need to know for Scorpio? What messages do we need to know for Scorpio? One already fell out. I'm going to go ahead and take them. So there's 4 cards here. I'm going to go ahead and take them in the way that they fell out. Alrighty, so the first one you got is worth waiting for, Scorpio. So, what did I already say? Divine timing is at work in your love life. So, basically, you're going to be taking some time to go deep within yourself and love yourself and give yourself the love that you want. And then eventually, you're going to see that love on the outside because Express Your Love is here. Go ahead and make a romantic gesture. So, there's probably somebody right now that you really love that you want to give your love to, but I'm thinking that you need to wait because there's probably something better coming in that you'll be able to be your true self with. You'll be able to express your true love to. And I mean, the reason why I'm saying that is because you got free yourself. So it's time to take back control of your life. So you might be in a situation that's not for you because you also got the separation card, which time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So, Scorpio, you're going to be separated from your partner, the one that you love, and it's because you need some time for divine timing to work in your life. And once you let divine timing work, you'll be able to express the true love that you have in your heart to this person. But right now, you need to go deep. Like, go ahead and free yourself. You know how they say when you let something go, if it comes back, it's yours. That's this kind of energy. Like, free yourself, do what makes you happy. You've got that fifth house, Mars in the fifth house. It's supposed to be about you. Like, if you sing, if you have any artistic ability, if you write, if you anything that you want to do, that's what you should be focused on right now while you're in separation from this partner. Okay? And that's the message I have for you. So let's go ahead and give you a music oracle card, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking and commenting. Like, let me know if you like the videos. Let me know if I could do something different. Let me know if you guys want to see something different on my channel. I'm getting some new oracle decks, so you'll see new decks. I'm also making a deck, so eventually you'll see that one. But everything takes time, Scorpio, right? And during this Venus retrograde, take your time. Allow things to change. Allow people to come and go. That's the intuitive message that I have from you through the cards and from Spirit. So let's see what the music oracles have to say to my Scorpios for the Venus retrograde period of May 13th through June 25th. Music oracles. Uh-oh. I'm going to go ahead and take these three. Like, normally I only take two, but let's take three just because they came out. So we've got Dolly Parton, which I had Dolly come out in another reading. We've got Bob Marley, which I love that card. And we've got Keith Richards. So with Dolly Parton, it says, the higher the hills, the closer to heaven. Caution will get you nowhere. And the most precious diamonds are sometimes disguised as rhinestones. So basically, Scorpio, this is just saying, do you, be you. Throw caution to the wind. Throw caution to the wind. Be your true, authentic self, no matter what. All right? And then we got Bob Marley. A small axe can fell the tallest tree. The fruits of Babylon are rotten to the core, and everything that is holy is among us here on earth. So basically, this is your heaven on earth. Whatever you create is what you can enjoy or what can be your present here on earth, right? So, like, a small axe can fell the tallest tree. Like, start today with what you want to do. Like I said, if you have any artistic talent, this is the time when you should be focused, laser focused on that. Maybe you write, like you write some poetry because you have love in your heart. Like, you genuinely have love in your heart with the Two of Cups. You have a passion for someone, but you're not sure that they have passion for you. So it's saying focus on you. And the more you focus on you, that person will be back. They'll be back. That's really what the hangman is about. It's like you guys needed time to be suspended so that way you can figure out. You got to create the next step. Like, you got to figure out, is that who you see in the next step of your life? Some people are not co-creating with the universe. They're just like creating by default. So this is where, Scorpio, you get the chance to go deeper and create what you want to see with the universe. So you go deep in your mind, in your heart, in your dreams, in your soul, in your spirit, and then you come back out with what you want. And it could be a different person, but it could be that person. So Keith Richards, be your own best impersonator. Never be accused of anything you haven't already confessed to, and laugh at your own darkness. So, like I said, you're going to be spending some time alone in separation, and It's the time to laugh at your darknesses, meaning take them, be lighthearted with them. Like, don't be so hard on yourself. You're taking time to heal. You're going deep. So be good to yourself. Love yourself. One love, one love with Bob Marley. And wear some high heels working 9 to 5. We know you're working hard, Scorpio. All the Scorpios I know work hard. And so, Scorpio, that is your reading for the Venus retrograde. If you're looking for a personal reading, you know what to do. Look at the information below. And I will see you next month on the June monthlies. Thank you, Scorpio. Peace and namaste.